Maksim Chmerkovskiy is owning his words and reaching out to mend fences after a public takedown of fellow Dancing with the Stars pro Jan Ravnik. What started as blunt commentary about technique and experience on a podcast quickly ballooned into a viral controversy, and now Maksim is offering a heartfelt apology and an invitation to talk things through in person. Maksim opens his apology by acknowledging the hurt his remarks caused and by taking responsibility for the tone and delivery. He admits that his bluntness sometimes cuts too deep and that he did not intend to wound Jan. In a message delivered directly to Jan, Maksim says he wants a chance to make things right and proposes meeting over coffee to clear the air and reset their relationship. He adds that he hopes a face-to-face conversation will allow Jan to see another side of him, and that they might even become friends moving forward. The conflict ignited earlier this week when Maksim appeared on a podcast hosted by his wife and former dance partner. Known for not mincing words, Maksim offered searingly frank observations about Jan, who this season stepped into the pro ranks of the show. Maksim questioned Jan's ballroom foundation and suggested the new pro lacked certain technical elements that are central to teaching and performing partnered ballroom dance. The remarks were firm and unfiltered, delivered in a style that left little room for ambiguity. Maksim explained that his opinion comes from decades inside the ballroom world. He reminded listeners that he spent 40 years learning, performing, and teaching, and that experience gives him a particular lens through which he evaluates technique and partnership. He described watching Jan perform as a lesson in what he believes was missing, calling attention to a perceived lack of polish in recognized ballroom elements. His assessment landed with force across social media and dance circles, and the clip of his comments spread quickly. For his part, Jan Ravnik and his celebrity partner, Ben of Folk, were eliminated from the competition the same week the controversy went viral. The elimination added another layer to the story, and the timing fueled speculation and reaction online. Jan, gracious in the wake of the exit, told fans he was not focused on negative noise, and that he felt loved and supported on the show by judges, pros, and viewers. He asked that attention be given to his work and growth, rather than outside commentary aimed at creating drama. After the backlash rolled in, Maksim shifted gears and recorded a longer, more reflective message. He began by apologizing directly to Jan for causing hurt, emphasizing that the apology was sincere and prompted by an understanding that words have power. He took ownership of the blunt delivery and expressed regret that his attempt to be honest came across as dismissive or tearing down. Maksim explained that he speaks from a place of deep connection to the craft, and that his blunt assessments, while maybe well-intentioned in his perspective, can be damaging in practice. In the same message, Maksim offered context for his critique, pointing to the broad differences between ballroom technique and the hybrid styles now frequently seen on the show. He noted that translating classic ballroom elements to the television competition format presents unique challenges, and that it is a separate skill to teach a partner who is new to competitive dance. Still, Maksim said he regretted the way he framed his observations, and that he should have been more measured, especially when commenting on a colleague who is navigating a high-profile learning curve. Maksim framed his apology as more than a simple public statement. He extended an olive branch, saying he wants to meet privately and talk through the issues with depth and clarity. He said the conversation would be aimed not only at smoothing tensions, but at offering Jan a chance to understand the intentions behind his critique and to dispel any misunderstandings. Maksim concluded by saying he hopes the two will walk away with a clearer sense of each other and an opportunity to build mutual respect. Reactions across the dance community were swift and varied. Some fans and fellow dancers applauded Maksim for owning his mistake and for offering a sincere apology. They praised him for recognizing the impact of his words and for attempting to repair any damage. Others remained critical, arguing that public figures must be more careful when assessing peers and that constructive feedback should be private and specific rather than broad and dismissive. Jan's own reply has been measured. He acknowledged the apology and expressed a focus on learning and growth, signaling that he is not interested in trading blows with critics. Jan emphasized that his primary concern is his partnership on the show and the development he brought to the experience. He conveyed gratitude for the support he received from the DWTS family and viewers, and indicated that he prefers to let his performances and work speak for themselves. The episode has reopened a broader conversation around mentorship, critique, and the responsibility that comes with a public platform. In an era when clips and soundbites travel faster than full-context conversations, many observers emphasize the need for seasoned pros to offer guidance in ways that uplift rather than undermine. Others highlighted the importance of giving newcomers room to grow while balancing honest instruction with constructive support. Maksim's public apology offers a teachable moment for fans and professionals alike. It highlights how quickly commentary can escalate, how reputations can be shaped in an instant, and how important humility and accountability remain in a tight-knit artistic community. Maksim's willingness to acknowledge missteps and to seek a private conversation suggests a path toward reconciliation that prioritizes relationship building over spectacle. As Dancing with the Stars moves forward this season, the community will be watching how Maksim and Jan handle any future interactions. A private meeting between the two could serve as a model for how industry peers resolve conflicts away from the glaring light of social media. For now, Maksim has made his apology public, Jan has accepted the moment with class, and viewers are left reflecting on what it means to critique with care. Behind the headlines and viral clips lies a reminder that dance, at its core, is a partnership built on trust, communication, and mutual respect. Whether in the rehearsal studio or on live television, those values shape how professionals teach, how newcomers learn, and how the public interprets what it sees. Maksim's apology and overture toward conversation underscore a desire to return to those foundational principles, and Jan's composed response reinforces a commitment to focus on craft and growth. This moment will likely follow both pros as the season progresses, but it also has the potential to change the tenor of their relationship for the better. A cup of coffee and an honest conversation may be all that is needed to transform a viral spat into a collaborative exchange. For Maksim and Jan, the next steps will reveal whether this public act of contrition grows into genuine reconciliation. For now, the focus remains on dance, on learning, and on the work that ultimately defines a performer more than a single controversial clip.